I've used landing a plane as an analogy in the past. I've styled myself as a pilot that helps land a plane that where the pilot has had some sort of medical emergency. And pilots are pretty cool, but I realize there's a better analogy that maybe doesn't carry quite the same cachet, that represents a lot of my job a lot better. And that's the job of tugboat captain. One of the big things that tugboats do is they help maneuver big boats around obstacles, help them move in a more controlled way. They're very small, very powerful, very agile boats that can push around these larger entities and get them where they need to go. Where the large ships might have difficulty maneuvering, a tugboat is able to apply a lot more nuance to turn a ship in a much smaller amount of space than the ship itself is able to do. For more than half of the projects that I've worked on in my career, including the work I do these days, I was not on at the beginning. I came on after the project was starting, usually after the project had entered into production, in order to help that project finish. And that's why I think this analogy makes a lot of sense. A lot of what I've done in my career, especially in the last quarter of a project, is about moving a large ship, maneuvering it, making it turn, making it go where it needs to go. In some cases, I would say that I'm both captain of that large, awkward ship and the tugboat captain at the same time. But in some cases, that's not what's happened. In some cases, I've been working more from the outside, using tools that are not directly connected to the machinery of the project to try to help the project maneuver around. Again, like a tugboat sits outside of the ship and uses external forces to move the ship around. If your project is a canoe, then a tugboat is not going to be very helpful. In fact, if a tugboat tries to move you around, you're probably just going to get swept underneath and killed. But a tugboat can actually be useful to a lot of different sizes and kinds of ships. If you are a sailing ship and the wind has died, then a tugboat can help you get to dock. If you are a container ship, a tugboat is a necessity to help you maneuver around the tight spaces of a port. Even if you are a relatively small project, but you've been strapped together out of bits of garbage, and you're starting to come apart, a tugboat could come to your rescue. And that's basically what I do now. What I do now is I come in and I help projects of different sizes, and I nudge them back onto course if they've gotten off course. I help them ease themselves into dock if they've been running at full steam and they're having difficulty figuring out how to do that. Cruise ships these days often don't use tugboats. They've installed a bunch of directional jets that allow them to have a lot more maneuverability than you'd expect a ship of that size to have. So could I imagine the same thing happening with game development projects? Yeah, I could imagine that a large project could build the maneuverability into itself that negates the necessity of these kinds of external forces to get to the finish line. Can I think of any projects that have ever done that? No, but I can certainly imagine that there are ways to do that. So if I'm the tugboat captain, what's my tugboat? Well, like I said, these are forces that are somewhat external to the project. There are two major parts of the tugboat as I see it, and that is triage and dailies. And we can argue that maybe these are internal to the project. For the sake of squeezing as much juice out of this analogy as possible, let's act as if they are external. So in triage, you are looking at the bugs, looking at the tasks on a project, and you are rearranging them, reprioritizing them, reassigning them in order to change what the team is focusing on and how the team is focusing on it. You're able to apply quite nuanced levels of force to a project by paying attention to the holistic list of bugs and tasks on a project. The second thing is dailies. With dailies, you're gathering a group of creative leaders together, playing the game, and then injecting feedback, and then acting upon that feedback. Because most of the people in the room are actually the leaders on the project, you could certainly argue that this one is much more internal. But there's actually a power to having an external goal or an external voice in the room guiding and massaging this discussion to help get you where you need to go. So often what happens with dailies, often dailies are run, at least in the early stages, in the service of a demo, in the service of something that isn't the actual final shipped project, but is actually something else. That external goal acts as another force that changes and shapes the discussions happening in the room of a dailies. Now, one thing to keep in mind is while you're pushing this ship around with your tugboat, there's still probably someone on the bridge of that ship. And if they decide they really want to run their oil tanker aground, you're not going to be able to stop them. If this is your ship and you've moved from the bridge of the ship to the bridge of the tugboat, then it's not a big, huge problem. You can go back to the bridge of the ship and slap the person you left in charge in the back of the head and say, stop that, and probably maintain control that way. If they continue to be problematic, you might have to remove them in a more permanent way, but you probably have enough direct control to prevent too much interference from the project as a whole as you try to steer the thing into dock. If, on the other hand, you are an external contractor, if you've come in specifically with the goal of helping this project to ship, and they're not listening, if they're applying throttle at inappropriate times, if they are determined to fight your efforts by steering the ship on their own, they're going to run that thing aground. And you need to decide how hard you're going to try to stop that. But because if you fight too much, if you keep pushing, you are a much smaller entity than they are, and they can push you around. They can do damage to you. They can take you down with them if they insist on continuing to fight. So sometimes the only thing you can do is to say, I've done what I can, I've given you the direction I can, I've applied the pressure that I can, but you aren't listening, you are fighting back. I'm going to leave now. I'm going to save my own little boat and unfortunately stand back and watch while you run your giant ship aground. You are a powerful little boat. Your tools of triage and dailies are very powerful, but the project has an immense amount of mass behind it. And if it decides it's going to fight you, it can do that. I would say that there's less glamour in the role of tugboat captain compared to airline pilot, but that actually seems to make sense as well. A lot of times these days, when I'm coming in to help a project ship, there is no glamour. It's just about helping the thing ship, helping the thing be done. Often I'm not even getting put into the credits. I'm doing this without any fanfare whatsoever. So Tugboat Captain actually makes even more sense to me because of that. So I guess I'm a tugboat captain. Is this a perfect analogy? No analogy is perfect, but I feel like this probably fits better than the pilot analogy I have been using. So if you're running a project of a reasonable size and you're looking for someone to help nudge you into dock, that's what I do. Give me a call. A special thanks to my members. They provide the resources that this channel needs to keep running. If you're interested in becoming a member, there's a link to that down in the description. We also have a Patreon page if you're more comfortable supporting the channel in that way. Both patrons and channel members get early access to videos, so you would have been able to see this video a while ago. Additionally, I'm now doing weeklies where I give an update of what I'm working on for a given week. Weeklies will only ever be available to channel members and patrons, so if you're curious about that, then join up. And then finally, if you join either as a member or as a patron, you'll get access to our Discord server, which is a great way to interact with this community to a greater degree. What do you think of this analogy? Does it make sense? I'm a big fan of analogies. What are some analogies that you like? What are some analogies that you've tried to get adopted more broadly that haven't caught on? Share those down in the comments. Maybe we can kickstart their adoption. I will see you again soon. Thank you.